Hey, everybody. Welcome to round one playoffs. This should be a short podcast. Only, 2 matches going on this weekend. And we have Rob. How's it going, Rob?
It's going good, Sam.
Good.
Yourself?
Not too bad. Should be a short podcast here. How do you want to start this? This is kind of new.
Oh, I say if by some chance you haven't paid the commission, pay the commission, the commission paid the league.
Yes.
I got most payments in, but if you're straggling out there, I doubt you're listening to this, but damn it, pay the league.
Yeah.
All right. So anyway, now let's go ahead and just get right into it, Sam. Why don't we? Your game kind of blew, so let's do your game first and say the second one. All right. Well, Sam, how's it feel to lose?
Horrible, and especially with the scores I did, with the performance I had, just horrible.
Yeah.
86 measly points to Sav's 227 points, and obviously the first game of the week, dug a hole, right? Mahomes and Kelsey.
Yeah, that was quite a second half they had there, and especially the fourth quarter. Wasn't the last 2 drives? You kind of thought you were escaping Kelsey, and then bam.
Yeah, we were all talking about how, like, oh my gosh, Mahomes is putting up 0, and Butker is getting more points than Mahomes.
But that changed on a dime, didn't it?
Yes.
That was a tough one. I can tell you I was playing against Kelsey, so and I'm also a Chiefs fan, obviously, as everybody knows. So it's like, go Kelsey. Oh no, Travis Kelsey. That was a career game for Kelsey, no less. So that was career high.
Sav's got all around like really good performance from all his players. Jalen Hurts. I mean, who are these people? So, of course, James Robinson after the Jacksonville coach. Another story, but him leaving, and because James Robinson wasn't getting played much, you know what I mean. But then after coach leaves, there he goes. So
that team still sucks though.
Oh yeah. Cooper Kupp blew up for him. I mean, dude, all around. So good job, Savs. You did pretty good.
227. Yeah, except the only thing here is he's only at 99.1% efficiency. Yeah, I mean, let's dwell on Savs for a minute. We got a couple minutes here. So this is how he drew it up, I assume, this year when he drafted this team. It was Mahomes and Kelsey blowing it up every week for him, right? And that has not happened this year. I mean, 48 points out of a tight end is remarkable, by the way. Cooper Kupp, the only guy that Matt Stafford throws to on the Rams, and yet somehow still nobody can cover him. It's very odd. So, he blew it up big time. Kittle had a mediocre day. Jalen Hurts, you know things are going your way when you're getting 34 points out of Jalen Hurts on Tuesday night. So it was just all around. 227, that's a massive score. It's like, hey, guys, I'm in the playoffs. Now, the theory is when you put up a 227, usually there's a hangover the next week. So he's going to be rolling in to face off against our number one seed over there, Degenerate Bastards, who, entered a roster and just for fun, and he came in with a 99, so I'm pretty sure he was glad he wasn't playing this week. 28 of them from the Cowboys. I think that's great that both him and Kay entered rosters, and both the teams did not break the century mark, if I'm not mistaken. So, I don't know. Did Kay end up getting there?
Take out 115.
It doesn't much matter.
Yeah.
115. Oh, well, then, hey, he's rolling. So, Sam, I guess at the end of the day, you save $5 on the quarterback. I mean, with Heineke, he was out. So, yeah, well, it was a good season. You got it handed to you. What are you going to do?
Yeah.
You got it whooped. So, Good deal. Savs, congratulations. Moving on. Now we go over to the other game. That's myself. Hey, I was involved in that one. So, and Todd. And, man, we played 3 games this year, and I think it was like a combined, I think we got somewhere in the range of like 700 points or something. It was absurd. Not 700, excuse me, almost 1,000 points. I'll have to get that number. It was ridiculous. I can tell you, he, for whatever reason, saved his best for me every week. So But, he didn't save his best for last this week. So, I mean, dude, it was basically, we're talking Kelsey there. I mean, look at this team here. I mean, I kind of felt like I was chasing Kelsey the whole weekend.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
even, it was just, I mean, it's 48 points. You look at this team, and I'm going, I don't know how it was a 3-point game. I mean, I really don't. I mean, it's 48 out of Kelsey and 28 out of the Cowboys and 31 out of Allen. And it was just kind of, but that was good enough for 155 points. I mean, Stafford comes in with 21, but we go 6, 6, 2, 7, the kicker is 7, big deal. But I mean, it's just those wide receivers there, and it's the 48 out of Kelsey, and Gang Green just I never even got in the ballpark on that. In fact, my receivers really let me down. So, I mean, and, the most frustrating part for Todd here, and I am certainly not piling on, but, the James Robinson start, he wins this game. And I thought it was curious when he didn't start him over, Fournette, who I knew was kind of injured going into that game against a better defense. I was kind of curious. So, yeah, that's right. I'm second guessing it, but I'm not complaining about it. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean,
just, that kind of.
It was meant to be. James Conner was blowing up these last few weeks, at least getting a touchdown, right? And and nothing.
Arizona took a week off, man.
Arizona against Detroit.
Yeah, I mean, I will say this for Todd on the year. This team, I don't know, I think it finally caught up to him because this was not I mean, this guy had injuries. I mean, remember, he lost Derrick Henry. Yeah. He actually drafted Jameis Winston. He lost him. But, I mean, he's getting overachieving just throughout the year with Connor and these guys. And it was insane. And, he's maximizing points to the where he was all the way down the inning and came in for 3 points. So I told him I thought it was his best job of management I've seen out of him, for whatever that's worth, for me. I mean, he really did do a great job of team management. It just, and I mean, it was just kind of a scroungy team when you really look at it. And it's, not a ton of star power. The biggest star on the team here is Kelsey. Well, I mean, Josh Allen's a stud, but Kelsey, and he hadn't really done anything all the year. He's, the Cowboys got it, man. I was just like, dude, the Giants just physically were making me sick watching that the other day. But anyway, he probably gets it if he runs the starters out there. But, it's the whole butterfly effect. Who the hell knows what that means? Yeah. Gang Green, where am I on this? Gang Green, man, this thing's all out of order because I never bothered to put in the matchups. I'm pretty sure I played. There I am. Justin Herbert, man, what the hell was that? 29 points. They went for it on fourth down like 900 times and never succeeded.
Yeah,
it's
what's with this trend? Weird, What's with this trend here? Just kick the field goal. Just go for the extra point. What?
I'm with you, man. I mean, Baltimore just pissed that game away. That's 2 out of 3 games, and they can say whatever they want about being aggressive, but the fact is they lost 2 out of 3 games, and they went from being in first place to being out of the playoffs. So that's when you're losing games, that's bad coaching, right? Not to mention they're 2 for 8 on that on the year. I mean, here's the deal: you suck at it. You suck at going for 2. You only got it 25% of the time. And as soon as they line up, you're going, I mean, everybody in the world knows that, what's his name? I can't even think of the kid's name. Huntley. He played a good game. Mm-hmm. He's going to run. He's going to scramble. But why are we talking about that game? Nobody cares. If you want to talk about Aaron Rodgers in that game with 31 points, then we can dwell on that. But even that was, they kept the ball away from him.
Yeah.
The worst passing defense in football. They just couldn't get it going. He got enough, but everything was short. Devontae Adams with 12, and my thing going into that game was if I was worried about a little score, but that's because I was worried that Baltimore would not put up a fight. Baltimore put up an incredible fight on the other side. They couldn't get the ball to Devontae. That was weird, man. And, and Rodgers, it seems like that could have been a 60-point day for him, but it was a 31-point day. Just down on Herbert, down on Rodgers. Eckler was gimpy in there. He's only in about half a damn plays. Now he's on the COVID list.
Yep, a lot of Chargers. A lot of Chargers are now.
Yeah, a lot of guys are. Jonathan Taylor, though, how about that, man? That was a pretty sweet little run at the end of the fourth quarter there to put that game away and pick me up, took me from 11 to 41, just like that. And you can say it's fluky or it's late or it's whatever. It's fantasy football, and Jonathan Taylor's I'd make a case for the MVP of the league this year, wouldn't you?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Him, Rodgers too, possibly. Obviously, but
quarterbacks are boring in this league. Everybody's got quarterbacks. You got to come up with a skill position player, man. Yeah. So it's Taylor. You know, I mean, Rodgers or Mahomes or Josh Allen or whatever each week, blah blah blah. So we all got quarterbacks. We all run them out there. But I'd go with Taylor. I really would. Odell Beckham, though, sucks ass. So there you go. All right. I have exactly no wide receivers left, Sam. I mean, I got Devontae Adams and, like, a bunch of Merry Pranksters. It's rough, man. I got Odell, Brandon Ayuk, Devontae Smith. Like, these guys, this is a last-place team if you look at my wide receivers going into the playoffs here, in advance against Spain, man. It's not good. Hey, what a bag of bat. It's like him and I are meant to be together. Yeah, Kyler Murray put up a 14. I'm sure that's going to happen this weekend.
And you know what? We'll make fun of Todd and everything like that. He makes the playoff just about every single year, I swear, Todd. But he can't get out of the first round. It looks like every single year he just can't. Hey.
No, I know. I can't, dude, for the life of me, I can't remember. It's been, I can't even remember when I know I beat him in the championship for, like, I think my second title or whatever, way back when I had brown hair and was even slightly more handsome than I am today. But, dude, it was, I mean, look, I was working at Muni. And I've been at the state for almost a decade now, so it's been quite some time since then. I don't think he's been in the championship since then. You're right.
Hey, but who in this league would love to make the playoffs? You know what I mean? Some people can't even make the playoffs. So Todd's made the playoffs almost every single year. I swear. He just
he gets in. Yeah, no, he does do good on that. There's no question about it. But you gotta. You actually got to finish. You got to move on. But let's talk about our players that are left. We got kind of a power alley up here. I mean, we've got a whole lot of championships. If I'm not mistaken, I think Jaime's got 2. He may only have 1. I know Tave's got 2. I've got 3, and Michael got 1. And Michael, all of a sudden, he's always been good, but he's just been fighting around the championship the last few years. So this is a big boys Final Four, isn't it?
Yeah, for sure. So, but with all the COVID and injuries, I mean, like you said, what's your roster gonna look like?
Well, a couple of these guys it's kind of an interesting deal here. You got 2 philosophies going. Michael and I are very similar in our philosophy. We differ on a couple things, but we're pretty similar in philosophy. And Tay and Jaime are definitely similar in philosophy in that. They don't play it like a daily fantasy league by any stretch of the imagination, but they're not shy to blow up rosters each way. So we'll kind of see if it's the who goes at it. So it's going to be, but yeah, you're not kidding. It's. I mean, as of right now, I don't even know who's in or out on my team going into this weekend. I have no idea, and there's a couple guys who figure good, but it's even like Justin Herbert. Well, the backup quarterback tested positive for COVID, so I hope they weren't sitting in the same quarterback room at any time, so this shit can just drop out of anywhere. So it'll be, it sucks, but what are you going to do? If anything, though, I can just say that the Godwin injury and whatnot, it just levels the playing field out. But guess what, guys? There'll be a little bit of luck involved in the fantasy championship this year.
yeah, for sure.
Imagine that luck, because usually it's all skill, baby. Oh man! All right, Sam. Well, thank you very much. Sorry for your loss. Sorry for Todd's loss, but I'm happy for my gain and everybody else's gain. And you come, how to.
It is what it is. And
we probably got the 4 best teams up there this year. So that's
whatever.
But we probably do.
But hey, tune in next week. Our final podcast of the week, the year next week. So so cool. Good luck to all the teams that are still in it. Again, don't forget to pay the commissioner so he can pay the league folks. So look at the dues are up to date on the website, right, Rob?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Yeah, all the way through. I added your $75 consolation wild card loss fee in.
Oh, cool,
So
cool.
you're good. And
Everything's added.
Todd's too, of course. So
All right, cool.
all right.
Again, I'm Sam, and for Rob, thank you everybody, and have a Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, Happy Hanukkah, whatever you guys do, enjoy it, be safe.
See you, man.